Hey, what's up survivors? My name is Cap and welcome back to the channel. I'm so glad you guys are here. Thank you so much for all the support and all the videos. I appreciate every one of you that are leaving likes and comments on the videos. Know that I truly appreciate it. Okay, welcome back to some 7 Days to Die. I've had a lot of people asking me to do another tutorial video with Alpha 13 showing how to make your first house. As you can see in the top right hand corner in this video, I'm running an Alpha 13.6, so if something changes down the road or whatever, just know that they could have updated some stuff. Okay, before I get to showing you the house, I need to show you something they changed for the better in this version with Alpha 13, is that now there's a universal upgrade system. So you can start from the wood frame and go all the way up to the steel wall without having to replace them. You know, prior to, you could only go up to a certain point with your upgrades before you had to basically get rebar and make reinforced, frames and all that other stuff. So they allowed it for this many different kinds of blocks. You got 8 different levels here. You can start off with your wood frames, and then you upgrade it to the wood block, the reinforced wood block, metal reinforced wood block, and then you go straight to a scrap iron block, reinforced scrap iron block, concrete, and then eventually to the steel wall. Now when you first start off, chances are you aren't going to get past here, your reinforced wood block, because you're not going to have the supplies and the tools, and you get wood just from chopping down trees. But one of the first things you're going to need is a tool to be able to do all the upgrades with here, and I recommend using the stone axe because it's the easiest to get to. So all you have to do is just, when you first start off, just walk around and punch some branches like these little sticks sticking out of the ground here, and it'll give you some sticks, and then punch some grass, and once it falls down you'll get some plant fibers, and eventually all you need is plant fibers, wood, and small stones, and you can do a search over here and get your stone axe going. So you need it down here, you need 2 stone to do this. See, if you click on anything over here, it shows you what you need, 2 stones. So I don't actually have that yet. And that's something else they changed too, is they got rid of the crafting system the way we know it with the grid. So now once you actually have all the materials, you just click on craft and it makes it for you. Also, a quick change they made now is when you chop down a tree, it just gives you straight wood. You don't get logs that you convert to wood that you have to convert to planks and so on and so forth. It just gives you straight pieces of wood here, and you'll use that for your crafting. So you'll be able to type in your wood frame, spell it right, wood frame, and you'll see how much it actually takes. It takes 10 pieces of actual wood, and I have a lot because I've been playing this for a little while, whatever, and then you just craft as many as you want to. You can go back and forth. It tells you how long you have to craft them, and it'll go through and do that. Okay, now when you get ready to find your house, build your house, I do recommend building an actual floor with it. And you just right click to place it however you want to. A good starting home for your very first night, just to keep you protected, is going to be just a little 5x5. It's nothing special. I mean, of course you can go bigger than that if you have the supplies and stuff for it too, but that's roughly about it. Just a quick little house to get you through the first couple days. Alrighty, we have our dance floor all ready to go here. Now, as long as you still have it just a wood frame, you'll see that it tells you that you can press E to pick it back up. So if you put it in the wrong spot or you decide you don't want it there or whatever, you can go ahead and pick it back up. Once you've upgraded it, you can't pick it back up without having to tear it down first. So to be able to upgrade, all you have to do is just right click with your tool. It takes 4 clicks for each one. You can, of course, you can just hold it down to go faster, and it'll upgrade it to a basic wood block. So you can do this all the way around. As you can see over in the far right hand corner, it shows you each time you do this, do the upgrade, it's using 10 pieces of wood for each upgrade you have. So you go all the way through here and get your floor upgraded. Okay, I've got the floor all set up and ready to go, and you basically just do the same thing for the walls here. So when you're placing them around here, I would highly recommend you upgrade past the basic wood frame layout here on your walls, because they are not near as strong as they were in previous versions. And so if you just do wood frames and that's all the wood you can possibly get, it's a little bit of protection, but it's not going to keep you as safe as it would as you can upgrade at least to the wood block there. Okay then, I got all the walls set up here. If you have the material and you're living in an area in which there's weather, the desert doesn't rain that much, I would definitely put on a roof if you're going to, because now in the game you can actually have to deal with getting wet, and it lowers your health and all that other bad stuff that can happen with being soaking wet all the time. So if you have the opportunity, put a roof on there. I'm not going to worry about it now. You can see I left a space for my door so I can get in and out of, and I left a window so I can see what's going on around me. Highly recommend that. Okay, I've upgraded the wood around the door to the reinforced wood blocks here, just because zombies are going to come towards the doors, and this will keep them from tearing it down as much. In order to be able to upgrade past the wooden door, you have to have scrap iron, which you can get from breaking down tools, breaking down weapons, tearing apart other things that are metal. The normal way you would go about scavenging stuff in the world, you find scrap iron everywhere basically. But once you have it, you can upgrade to the next level. You can see it makes a little bit different sound. We'll get these upgraded real quick. Okay, and you see over in the right hand corner it's using up scrap iron to do that. And if you go through one more time here and stuff, then you can get a scrap iron block. These are a little bit stronger, of course. And once you continue getting all these upgraded all the way up here, you're going to have reinforced scrap iron blocks. And if you want to go any further than this, you're going to have concrete mix, which once you get to this point, this is going to be way down the road. The scrap iron you can get probably within the first couple days of playing, but you're not really going to spend a lot of time having concrete and forged iron and forged steel and all this other stuff when you first start off, because you have to have a forge. So chances are the scrap iron upgrades all the way to these reinforced scrap iron blocks to be about as updated as you're going to get. Once you have concrete mix, it'll upgrade to a concrete block, and then you get forged steel and you can make steel walls. Okay, obviously you're going to need a door. Now, one of the things they did in the game too is made it so that you can upgrade pretty much every block in the world that's already there. So if you're building from scratch, you can, whether you're upgrading another building, you can. Make sure I'm still hidden here. Okay, start off with just a secure wood door. Use the same amount of wood as it would for a wall. A wooden frame here. Should take a couple seconds to get going here. And now I have a secure wooden door. The upgrade process for the wooden door is pretty close to the wooden blocks here. I'll show you. When you have it in place, if you left click, you can rotate it around where you want it to actually go. I like putting mine on the outside just so that there's not that little extra step there. And right click to place it. And you upgrade around the same way. Go from a wooden door to a wooden reinforced door to a steel reinforced door to a steel door. And you can continue going on as long as you have a lot of the same supplies, and this will keep going all the way up until you have this Fallout style vault door. Look at this bad boy here. So anyway, this is eventually where you can get to. Yeah, nothing's coming through there. But anyway, this is basically where you'll get to eventually. Of course, you're not going to start off on your first day and have all this sort of stuff here. This is something you'll get after you've been playing a while. But anyway, I hope this helped you guys out with getting started off in Alpha 13 for everybody who's new, or even if you've been playing for a while. So, just kind of gather up as much wood as you can, and reinforce as much as you can, and then when darkness comes, try not to have as much ascent or sound as you possibly can, and you should be good to go. But of course, if you have any questions or whatever, just hit me up in the comments and I'll happily help you out. Thank you guys for all the support. You guys have a good one, and I will catch you later.